Hi, and welcome to Night Owl Collage. I'm Amber, and today I've got a lot to tell you. The first thing is I've got some really exciting news about my new Ko-fi membership. So I did a video last week about my membership tier called the Wise Owls, and I'll link that down below. It's a really short video. It goes over the membership benefits. Basically, for $3 a month, you get exclusive freebies weekly, and you get 10% off all shop items. And I'll show you what freebie we've got this week. So this just went up today. It's in the shop, exclusive for my Wise Owl members. So we've got some journal cards, and we've got a nice collaged sheet in nice autumn colors, really beautiful for your fall journals. So that is the exclusive freebie for this week. I want to extend a really big, warm welcome to my first 3 members of the Wise Owls. I'm really, really grateful for your support and want to say thank you. And I'm really grateful to have you as members on my Ko-fi page. The big news is if I get to 25 members, I'm at 3 right now. So if I get to 25 members, I'm going to do a giveaway. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be finishing this journal, this from the Be Summer Inspired collaboration. So this is the cover that I made in that collaboration video. And I'll just give you a sneak peek of a couple of pages in here. This is not bound yet. I still have some work to do on it, but I'm going to be finishing it here soon. This is the first page in the journal. I love this where I did some drawing on this one. Let's see. I like this one that has this opens up here. Really cute. I'm gonna add some beads to this. Let's see. I love this pocket I made out of cellophane. That's fun. And then this is a new technique I tried. Look how cool that is. I just really love that. It looks like sand. It feels like sand. Let's see. Let me check out a couple of pages that I really like. I actually used the collaboration page to do that. And then I've got this page where it flips out. Got to flip out here to several pockets and a tag in here. And let's see, I did some of this embossing on fabric, really shiny and pretty. Let's see. I love this one too. It's got seashells, and then I've made some of those ice cream things. I forget the collaborator that did this one, but it was really cool. So I made a couple of those. And let's see, I've got this really cool sparkly page. These are actually tuck spots. And then I've got that DIY paint set in here. So that's going to be finished in like the next week or two. Once I reach 25 members, I will put all those names into a draw, and whoever is picked will win this journal. Big news, really exciting news. So go join today. Okay, so the other another thing I want to share with you is something really special. I have gotten a few messages and comments lately about my Journal With Me Mondays, when I share my faith. Really positive and wonderful comments from some of my subscribers, and I really want to kind of go back to that and show you something that's really been special to me, and it's kind of a treasure to me, and I hope for it to be a treasure for my family. So this is a journal that I created in January of 2022. It was when I was just kind of getting started back into junk journaling, and I needed something to motivate me and kind of prompt me on what to do. So I was seeing a lot of prompts on Instagram, like Junk Journal January and things like that. So I was looking for the right one. And I actually put the ones I used in the back of this journal. So I used the January Journal Challenge from Jesus Journal Junkies, and I used Junk Journal January by Meg Journals. So I actually combined these two because I wanted to do both prompts. And it was actually a kind of a really difficult challenge, but really motivated me and got me thinking outside the box creatively. Because some of these things were really hard to put together and decide what I wanted to do. And so I put these in the back of this journal, and I also wrote a letter to my family because this ended up being just a really spiritual journey for me. I learned a lot, and it was a really special time in my life. So I want to show you kind of what I did. So I didn't have a clear goal when I first started it. I just knew that I wanted it to be faith related. So I started with charitable and new beginnings. So that reminded me of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And I put on a lot of the pages I think maybe all of the pages I put the definition from an old dictionary. So new beginning, obviously resurrection, and charitable, Jesus Christ. So charity is the pure love of Christ. So, I mean, it just fit, and it was a perfect beginning because, I mean, that's where you always want to start, right? Is Jesus Christ. Just a side note, for those of you watching that aren't of the Christian faith, I want you to keep watching just to get a journal, this kind of idea going of using these prompts and combining them. And I also have something for you after I kind of do a little flip through of this journal. So stay with me. I'll just show you a few of my favorite pages here. So this is when I kind of decided that where I wanted to go with it. I had the prompts courageous and little moments. And I just immediately thought of these just small moments in the scriptures that were courageous. The women were courageous in what they were doing, such as the woman with the issue of blood. These moments were so little in the scriptures that these women were left unnamed. But they have had such an impact on us today. What I did is I added the scriptures that go along with what I was studying, and then I would put in my own journaling here. What I decided to do was ask a faith-centered question, and then I'd answer it, but that leaves my children and grandchildren the opportunity to go and answer that question themselves, and they can add that to the journal. This was one of my favorite pages as well. So I got devoted and torn edges, and that reminded me of Mary Magdalene. And I just I loved using the gold leaf. It just really stands out. Well, it's imitation gold leaf. So let's see, a couple of my very favorites. I really like this one of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and this one was forgiving and inspiration, because I actually had to pray for inspiration on this one. I actually prayed for inspiration every day but especially on this day, because I wasn't sure where to go for this one. But there were some that were a lot more difficult than others, and every day I came up with something. I did one of these pages every single day of January. Some were a lot harder than others, but God always led me to the right story. And I learned so much. I learned about women in the scriptures that were really inspirational, even though their stories might have been small. Okay, so let's see. This is one of my favorites just because of the way it's designed. Hopeful, Jochebed and Miriam, and it was quotes. So I've got quotes from church leaders. And let's see, I really like this one. This is kind and hand lettering. I'm not much of a hand letterer, but I gave it a try, and I like the needle and thread here. I thought that was a really fun way to do that. And then this one is definitely one of my favorites. This is merciful and scented was the junk journal prompt. So I actually kind of studied this, and I chose Pharaoh's daughter as merciful because she had mercy on this baby that floated downriver. I also found out that anciently cinnamon was spiritually significant for holiness and set apartness. So I scented this with cinnamon. So that was a really fun one to do. And there I have merciful. And then just a couple more I want to show you. This one was antique and obedient. And this is one this is a pair of women that I hadn't really studied much before, but I chose Shifra and Pua, the midwives, because they chose to be obedient to God rather than to Pharaoh. And so I made this look antique, and I just really love this page a lot. And then there's so many I want to show you. I just had so much fun. This one is Rahab, and she's in the tower with the Jews' junk mail was the junk journal prompt. So she's in her window. Here's the scarlet thread and the spy. So that was really fun. Okay, this is probably the favorite page in this journal. So this is teachable and thankful. So I chose the woman at the well, and I just made these pop. This is part of their conversation in the scriptures. And then I have my journaling that comes out of the well. How cool is that? I love it so much. So the way I did this was I just made a signature to work on. So for example, I just had plain signature. I think I had 4 pages in each signature, and then each day I would work on a page or a spread. And then once I had it all done for the month, then I bound it into my journal. And I chose my cover beforehand so I knew what size pages that I wanted to use. So I wanted to invite you all to kind of take on this challenge. So I've created a journaling prompt mashup myself out of some things that I have been studying. I chose words that mostly have to do with faith, but I realize that there are some people that aren't of the Christian faith and would rather have a more secular version. So this is what I came up with. I made this, and this is a freebie. It's available in my Ko-fi shop. And then, so this is the journaling prompts, and this is the junk journal prompts, okay? So you combine number 1 and number 1 to create a page for that day. I decided to take my more faith-centered words and create an alternate word for those that do not want to do a faith-centered journal. And then I realized that some days had 1 word and some days had 2, so I didn't like the way that looked and felt, so I just made 2 words for each day. So you have a choice of word for each day, and then you have a junk journal prompt for, let's see, number 8, tithing or trust. Okay, tithing is more of a faith-filled word, and trust can be a faith-filled word as well, but it's also anything in your life, right? I mean, what does trust look like to you? How did you see trust today? Do you need help with trust? What role does that play in your life? And the same thing you can do with tithing. But we're going to use tags. I kind of use the same beginning letter as one of these words here. So we're going to use tags on our page to journal about either tithing or trust. And then, so there's 31 prompts here. So you can do that any month. And I also gave you a bonus prompt in case you didn't like one of these, you can switch it out. Now I'm pretty busy right now, so I'm going to be doing this slowly. I'm not going to be doing it over 1 month, but I will be showing you what I'm doing on Journal With Me Mondays and showing you how I'm putting this together. So again, this is a freebie for everyone that's up in my Ko-fi shop. Go ahead and go over there and pick it up. And while you're at it, you can join the Wise Owl membership and be entered in for the giveaway. I'm really excited about doing this, and I think I'm going to use this cover that I found from the Goodwill on my last Goodwill haul, and I'm kind of wanting to do something different. So I'm not sure if I'm going to take these pages out and do kind of cardstock pages, or if I'm actually going to use this somehow. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I really like this cover, so that's what I'm going to use for this journal. Okay, so to recap, membership, Wise Owl membership, $3 a month, exclusive freebies, 10% off. When we get to 25 members, you'll be entered into the giveaway for the Be Summer Inspired journal. And I'd love for you to journal with me about your faith or about your life or your philosophies or whatever using this journaling prompt mashup. I think we'll have a lot of fun together doing this. And I think that is about it. I'll see you tomorrow for another fun tutorial, and I hope to see some more wise owls flocking. So have a great day, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.